means to bring the best of the best to potlucks. I don't even have to make it. I have it catered. And potluck, I always bring these beautiful, beautiful trays of vegetables, meats, deli, the best of the best. And there is one family that comes in. They have 4 kids, and their clothes are raggy. They came by bus. Can you imagine riding a bus to church with 4 kids? And she lives in a trailer down at the bottom of the hill. And her hair isn't always nice. You can tell that she doesn't go to the beauty parlor. And you can tell she doesn't have her nails done either. And every time we have potluck, I get upset. She brings stuff like this. You know what this is from? Split pea soup. 1 can to feed her 4 kids and herself. How can she not be so embarrassed living in a stinky trailer with 4 kids? One time she brought split pea soup, and this is from government issue, I know. And then she brought a can of beans, garbanzos. And that's what she fed. She put those in a bowl thinking that was okay. I mean, do you know anybody like that? Oh, I know her husband died and she's been sick and 2 of her children have been in the hospital and her medical bills are pretty high. But, come on. I think she can do better than a can of split pea soup or a can of beans, huh? I mean, look at me. I can afford to do that. And I think maybe she can too. That's true, right? It is. But does that make me look good? Did that make you feel good, what I told you? Does that break your heart? Does that make you think less of her and more of me? Or less of me and more of her? If it was me and somebody was telling me that story, I would side with the poor lady and I would go help her, because that's what the Lord tells us to do. Now, last few days, I don't know, you've all been watching the internet and what's going on with the on YouTube. Wow, have I got some gossip to share? Whoa. I've been to the rumor mill. Yeah. Okay. And I got my barnyard beer. I buy it ice cold. Okay, we got the rumor mill here. Have you ever seen the rumor mill? It's got lies, truth, gossip, rumor, he said, she said. If they said it, it's true. I'd like you to hear the story. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you a story about a local enterprise. There's one in a town, no matter what its size. It doesn't turn a profit or bring any revenue. It's good for one thing, and that's the damage it will do. It's called the rumor mill. If it can be twisted, you can be sure that it will, cause there ain't nothing sacred at the rumor mill.
Ooh, sacred.
The people that work there are all volunteers. The only qualification is a mouth and 2 big ears. If the story's not clear enough, that's okay. You'll just document it up and then send it its way. It doesn't matter who's involved or who is gonna hurt. As long as folks are listening, they'll keep shoveling dirt out the rumor mill. The rumor mill. If it can be twisted, you can be sure that it will, 'cause there ain't nothing sacred at the rumor mill. Manufacturing lies
where the truth is disguised. I got my shopping cart of drugs. Yeah, that's been talked about me. By church people, no less. They've been digging the dirt. They threw away the beautiful flower. Look at this. They threw away the beautiful flower because they wanted to get to the scoop. They wanted to get to the bottom of the dirt on me. Yep. And they found some. They looked hard in the dirt. Yep. They scooped and scooped and scooped. And one day my pastor called me and he said, Cheryl, I got something I got to tell you. I got a phone call. I can't tell you who it is, but she's going to the church board with what she saw. She was driving down El Cajon Boulevard one Friday evening, and she saw me walking into the back of Mama's MINK. It is a nude bar. I don't know if you can see that. That's an ashtray, a vintage ashtray from Mama's MINK. And I got my outfit on. I want to hold that, Ruby? My assistant, my camera assistant. All right. This woman, well, he didn't tell me who it was, but I had a guess. She was 85 years old, and she was driving down El Cajon Boulevard. And she drew a sundown, and there's 2 lanes going this way, 2 lanes going that way, and she's headed up to Alpine. Anyway, she's dead. Dial, she's dead, was one of the church saints. And she wanted to make sure that I was kicked out of church because I taught kids. I was a kids' Bible teacher. And she did not want someone like me teaching the kids Bible the next day. So she saw me walking into Mama's MINK in the back as she's driving 45 miles an hour. She's got her cane and she wear a tight corset. Of course, the pastor didn't tell me who it was, and we both laughed because I knew who it was. He said that she was quite concerned because as she was driving by, she saw me walk up the back steps of Mama's MINK. And there I was on a Friday night. We keep Sabbath, and sundown for us is Sabbath. And this was sundown Friday night. She saw me go into Mama's MINK, where the employees go into. And she was positive it was me because she'd seen me there several times. Now, we lived in Ramona Country Estates, Equestrian Center. We had a beautiful home. I was a sleuth. I bought houses through bank repos, and that's how I was able to get a beautiful home for nothing. Well, almost nothing. Anyway, it was a 35-40 minute drive to El Cajon and then another 10 minutes across town. So about 45-minute drive from my house in San Diego Country Estates. You can look at a San Vinti Country Estates. We live there on Oriente.